Coming to you live from the race course, the school's rugby action is live and kicking, and what a match we are having. Plenty of sporting action all around the park, and today is of course an absolute super Saturday. Plenty of rugby action, a lot of games that happened in the morning in the Super Rugby Pacific. Now the action moves to the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts. It's going to be a very, very interesting one. Isipathana College taking on Science College in this pre-quarter final. Some of the teams have already booked their place in the all-important quarterfinals, but the Green Machine, the defending champions of the competition, will want to make sure that they start off with a big win here at the Royal Complex. Joining me in the comment box is Mr. S.W. Chang. S.W. is going to be an interesting one because both these teams like to run, and they like to run the ball wide.
Yeah, hi, good evening. It's a very interesting one it's going to be. And I know Sudarshan, we are more interested in the Trinity-Anthonian game at the moment. And Trinitans are at that place where they're going to pip the Anthonians. Nevertheless, the Dialog pre-quarter final, that's the interesting part of it. We're having a pre-quarter final with the Science and Isipathana. As you said, the Pathanians are the defending champions. There you see the weather condition says cloudy, 31 degrees, the wind speed of 11, and what does it say? W is the angle. The wind is blowing through from east to west.
It's blowing from east to west in the direction, and as we see, there's not much wind currently, which is going across the ground, and what we can expect is for this game to be an interesting one as we await a look at today's fixtures. Couple of other fixtures happening as well. St. Joseph's taking on Kingswood College, that's at Havelock Park. Isipathana College taking on Science College, which is at Royal Complex. Beg your pardon for the typo. And the final one, the Senanayaka College taking on Zahira College, which is going to be a very, very interesting one at 6:45 p.m. So if you are not able to come here, or you're looking at this while at the Royal Thomian across the road, make sure that you come down to the CRNFC grounds. We'll go. Here's how the road to the final is going to work out. Isipathana versus Science College right up there alongside the winner will take on the winner of St. Joseph's and Kingswood College. On the other hand, Royal taking on St. Anthony's. That's tomorrow. Will be with St. Thomas's, the winner of St. Thomas's versus Sumangala College. St. Peter's have booked their spot against Wesley College in that quarterfinal. Mouth-watering affairs, W, because both the teams sent early indications after those big wins, 45 points to 3 against another. How St. Peter's got there, and Wesley College with a impressive win yesterday, 77 points to 3 against Mahanama College. Trinity College booked their spot against Thurston College, winning 38 points to 8. Unimpressive second half for the Trinitians, but will be happy that they got the win there. But they will meet the victor of the Senanayaka College taking on Zahira College later today.
Yeah, that's the quick round of what's happened and what's going to happen. And of course, St. Peter's Wesley, as you said, Sudashna, is going to be the game to watch. So far, we'll wait for the other results, and you'll know what schools will come through to the quarters. At the moment, we are bringing here for live on Papare, Isipathana, the defending champions, taking on Science College.
Well, with that, I think, Sablu, we are going to go for a quick commercial break. But if you are joining us at home, do not go anywhere, because we have plenty of interesting stuff being brought to you shortly. And Anthony. Yeah. Something happened between the players.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Pantamai.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
That was summer refresh when the train got to go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
Hey, I'm a hello ball on the class got to go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Pantamai.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න. ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
Abans fridge කියන්නේ Abans fridge කියන්නේ පවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක්. Abans ෆැමිලි එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක.
LG Dual Cool Inverter බයෝසමන යන්ත්‍ර 70ක් දක්වා විදුලි ඉතිරි කරමින් රුපියල් 2,19,990ක් වැනි අදාහගත නොහැකි තීමනාවකට අබාන්ස් වලින්ම පමණයි.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom Perfumed Body Spray.
කිචන් එක අබාන්ස් කරන්නේ දැන් වයිෆුත් හැපි එකේ ඉන්නේ.
Wife happy කරන්න.
කිචන් එක අබාන්ස් කරන්න.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Pantamai.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
That was summer refresh when the train got to go.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න. ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ පවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක්. අබාන්ස් ෆැමිලි එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක.
LG Dual Cool Inverter බයෝසමනයන්ත්‍ර 70%ක් දක්වා විදුලි ඉතිරි කරමින් රුපියල් 2,19,990ක් වැනි අදාහගත නොහැකි තීමනාවකට අබාන්සුටින්ම පමණයි.
We are back for the Dialog pre-quarter-final schools knockout tournament between the defending champions, the Kings of Rugby, Isipathana versus Science College. It's going to be a hectic match today because both sides, as Sudarshan said, they love to run the ball to the corners. But will there be a change because Pathana under a new coach, Martis, the former Sri Lanka coach, it's all left to see how he will plan his game against Science College.
They're going to be a very, very interesting one as we look at the last year's road to the final. The final was won by Isipathana College, who are going to start off their defense of the knockout title that they won last year, won against Trinity College with the last minute try in the final 9 points to 12. What a game that was. Isipathana College showcasing why they are the green machine that keeps roaring. We'll want to make sure that they get their act going in this first game of the knockouts. They did have an early start. SW playing that Abdul Jabbar Trophy against Thursday Knights just last week, despite not looking to present the fluency that they would have hoped for. They did look like they are getting there and thereabout. It's a brand new set of coaching, and also some of their key players had left the camp as well last year. So it's going to be interesting what Isipathana does, but even more so when it comes to Science College, because Science College did not have the greatest of seasons last year, ending up at the bottom, and will want to make sure that Science always brings up that surprise victories in it. So it's going to be very, very interesting what they're going to do.
Yeah, you are right, absolutely right. As we see the knockout champions, Isipathana 225, Walkers defending the title, St. Peter's 2023, St. Thomas 2009, Kingswood 2005, Trinity 2011.
Yeah, the last victories, 2011 is when Trinity won. So 15 titles for Isipathana, beat Rights with 8 titles in second place, Tommy, and 6 Kingswood College with 4. That is the last win of 2005 came at the hands of the man who lifted that was Faisal Marija in 2005. 2011 Murad Ramzeen for Trinity College. Royal College in 2002. That was when Dushant Leuke was still playing. And that 2002 side of Royal College was absolutely fabulous. St. Joseph's biggest celebration in schools rugby coming in 2017. Chathara Senimiratna was part of that outfit. Thurston College winning way back in 1998. Wesley College 2013, Rahul De Silva was the skipper, and Science College also making their ranks, their biggest movement in schools rugby. Lasadu Karnatulika, the skipper who won that, who this year was the skipper who won the double with CRNFC. So some interesting stories spanned across this card as well as but Isipathana College clear leader when it comes to the knockout tournament. 15 titles to them, and they are the current holders as well.
Yeah, 15 titles, huge. I'm sure if you go to the championship also without the knockout, the normal championship, I'm sure they will be heading that too, leading, because they have been champions for many years. And as you said, all interesting stats about the former captains, and especially the present SIA skipper handing 2 cups, a double at SIA, very rare double at SIA, and skippered by that Science College skipper who won the schools knockout. Interesting stats.
Well, with that, we will go for the final commercial break. When we come back, we will have the team cards and some interesting action here from the Royal Complex.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamari.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
දවසම refresh when the train එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
එයාව හැල්ල බලන්න class එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamari.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Perfectly ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇලුමිනියම් නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇලුමිනියම්. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න. ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ පවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක්. අබාන්ස් ෆැමිලි එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක.
LG Dual Cool Inverter බයෝසමන යන්ත්‍ර 70ක් දක්වා විදුලි ඉතිරි කරමින් රුපියල් 2,19,990ක් වැනි අදාහගත නොහැකි තීමනාවකට අබාන්ස් වලින්ම පමණයි.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom Perfumed Body Spray.
කිචන් එක අබාන්ස් කරන්නේ දැන් වයිෆුත් හැපි එකේ ඉන්නේ. වයිෆ් හැපි කරන්නේ කිචන් එක අබාන්ස් කරන්නේ.
Let's KFC.
Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Welcome back as we wait for the two teams to take the field. And as you can see, the defending champions are warming up a few of those tackling exercises on the left of your screen. The Patana flag, all ready to welcome them. There are a couple of games happening. St. Joseph taking on Kingswood and DS taking on Zaira. And the winners of DS Zaira will meet Trinity on that side of the half. And it is on the left side of the half. I think there are a few more matches to be completed tomorrow.
Yeah, Royal College and Royal College, St. Thomas's, and also I believe the Antonians will take on Royal College tomorrow. That is at 7 p.m. at Sierra FC, with St. Thomas's taking on Sumangala. That will also be played out tomorrow. Both all three of the schools, the Antonians, Royal, and also St. Thomas's, involved with their big matches currently. So I believe that their games have been pushed forward to Sunday, as we see the two teams making their way out. Both teams in their traditional livery. Isipathana, of course. We've got Isipathana, of course, in the traditional green, and also Science College in their maroon and white. It's going to be a big celebration established in the Zumri household today. 3 lads from the Zumri household being in the team. It's a record for Isipathana. 2 of them starters and 1 coming off the bench. Fabulous day for the Zumri household.
Yeah, fantastic to have that 3 brothers playing with one team, and of course the other brother did play, and now he's playing for Kennedy Sports Club. It's nice, but the question I would like to ask the family is: any more or many more?
Well, from what I know, a couple more still in the ranks, and also I think it's going to be a very interesting one. The land down under, the land of the long white cloud have the Barretts, we have the Zumris.
Absolutely. And I think schools, Patana is blessed to have immense talent coming from one family. Having said that, It's going to be a hectic match. Patana will be attacking from your left to right on a screen, as you can see, and from right to left, the boys from Mount Lena. Match officials, Isaka Abekun, Sri Lanka's number one for the time being, and Nipuna Amaratunga and Yatush Avinash will be the R2. The Greens with the new jerseys under a new coach, starting off to defend their title that they won last year, as referee Abe Kohn signals the whistle to kick off. Bounces in, doesn't find touch, but yet
Science College inside the red zone in the 22, looking to take it forward. Isipathana have turned it over. Here's Silva. Beg your pardon, Tahir that time. Now the Isipathana backs unleashed. In goes Nimanta Sandeepa, who is going to be a very, very key figure in this Isipathana outfit. Carried by Meuneka, the big lad, carrying it forward for Isipathana inside the 22 now. Crashing for the ball but loses it forward. So that's going to be the first scrum of the game in favor of the lads from Mount Lavinia.
Yeah, the lads from the mountain did have the ball off the kickoff, but they lost it somehow or other. Patana won it and had a little bit of glimpse of making the yards, but nevertheless some defense, good defense coming from the Science College team, and in the process losing possession and going in for the first scrummage with the loose head to put into Science College. The two number 9s are looking at each other's boots.
Well, both of them have gotten fancy one. That much we can tell you. All the lads looking nice and kitted up. Beautiful to see. Start of the season, SW, a lot of hopes, because how you perform with the new schedule, how you perform in these knockouts can really set you up for the rest of the season as well. Science College breaking at the back is the big number 8, Damita Hettiarachchi. Now opting to go with their forwards. They need to make sure they don't isolate themselves, because Isipathana will be looking for that turn when the clearance comes through Oshada. The first 5-8. Here's Isipathana attacking from space. Very good work by Science College that time, managing to stop them just at the halfway mark. Dam Saravitarana with the carry for Isipathana. Now Tahir, again very good defensive work. Did he have his arms around is a question. Boots flying off. We commented on boots. They're flying off, SW. Commentators curse on the boots as well. Now the green machine changing ends. This we expected from both the teams. They will use the width of the field. End-to-end rugby is what both teams are known for. Look how well they've spread it across. Here's Sandeepa. Brings it to the 22. Science. Terrific work. Absolutely brilliant. Right on top of that ball. Looking to jackal that. Isipathana guilty of not releasing, and Mount Lavinia will be a happy place with Science looking to exit.
Yeah, they crowded that near the touchline, made that initial break, and there was no support coming in, and he had to delay it. I think it's good to delay and wait for the support if you stay on your feet, because what happens is if you wait for your support on your feet, you're about to go down anyway, and if once the knee touches the floor, the ground, You got to release the player, you got to release everything there. So it's an initial few seconds that you got to be on your feet and hold on for support. Because if you go to ground, you got to release the ball. The first line out for Science College. Completely off the target.
Yeah, overthrown by Science, but no harm done as they've gotten possession back. Science looking to play expansive. Have to do some rescue work. That time it was the winger Tarusha Vithanage turned over by Science, Isipathana College rather. This is not ideal from Science. Once they have ball in hand, they need to have composure and try and play rugby in the correct part of the field. Territorially, they've been down and out. Isipathana, on the other hand, have managed to put pressure on Science consistently in that opening 5 minutes SW, crowding that red zone of Science College, which is opening up holes in the Science defense.
Yeah, they have not come that close so far, and they had the window opportunity getting the 3 points through the boot, but they opt to go for the line out and to go in for that driving maul. I'm sure Coach Martis must have done something good there. As we see the green machine just walking it through, and that's the first try of the game.
First try of the game, first try of the season for the green machine, and it comes through. Kavin Jayasinghe, the number 2, who was on top of the ball. Beautifully executed line out from Isipathana College. They knew exactly what they were doing, and Science did not have any answer. They didn't manage to try and sack it at the start, and didn't manage to catch up on them as well as Nimanta Sandeep, beg your pardon, Rishmi Jaffrad lines it up, has the distance, not the direction, so goes off the left upright. 5 points to nil. Isipathana in the lead with just 6 minutes into the game.
Yeah, they knew they were going to be strong, that's why they opt for the line out in the corner. Short numbers, but they're still managing strongly, just driving it through. Now you get the support coming in from 1 and 6. Didn't have a chance, didn't have a clue. It was just a walk in the park for Patana. Restart of the game. Patana has possession. It's outside the 22. So he cannot put it into touch. There's a penalty advantage for Science on a high tackle. Referee Abekon will play back to the spot where there's a high tackle. Good communication by the AR and the referee on that occasion.
Something Isipathana will be concerned about SW is the couple of penalties that they've given away. They've given away close to 3 to 4 penalties already in this game. So that's something they will want to try and work on, as Minula Bedir has been given the responsibility of kicking this ball to touch. He brings play up to just outside the 22 meters, about 27 meters from the try line. Going to be an interesting one, isn't it? If can Science create something from here? The first line out was overthrown, but it'll be exciting to see what the Science line can do.
Yeah, just thinking about Surashara, whether he can be returned to sender. At the moment, it looks like they are returning to the sender.
Still moving forward. Referee Abekon hasn't called once yet. Now ball out to the lads from Mount Lavinia. Here's the number 13 going in. Sumri lost his footing, needed to let it go. Now Science looking to spread it out wide, space on the outside, and the winger stopped meters short. Now pick and go. But referee Abekon yet again penalising the lads in the green jerseys for a high shot. Back-to-back high shot penalties against Isipathana, who need to be very, very careful.
Whoa, brave. Not taking that line out, taking the short tap.
Hetiarachi for Science College, taking it forward. Now the lads in maroon looking to go the direct route. They're looking to inch up. Yet again, another penalty in favor of Science. And the referee will have a word. Sanity prevails as the scrum half comes in and says, lads, we earned almost 5 to 10 meters on the earlier attempt with the maul. Let's do it again.
Yeah, the only thing is there might be a pressure coming on the defense a bit more than what the earlier one, because it's clear the clothesline. They have completely made a mess of it. First you got to win the line out. Isipathana have stolen the ball and now they're on the attack part. But the referee once again not happy on the Isipathana.
I think spot on call by referee Abekon Damsar Vitarana versus the guilty party that time. Not supporting his body weight, losing, killing the ball, diving over the man. Now yet again opting to go take it quickly. The lads from Science College now picking and going. Quick pick and goes. One after the other. Science inching ever so closer to that try line. Just short of a meter now. Now they will look to use the short side. Yes, the big number 1, Silva. Good defensive work by Isipathana. Big cries of go Science, go coming up. Got to love how well the spectators engage in this school's games, SW, and you do miss that in the club circuit as Science go searching for their first score. And that has been held up. Fabulous defensive work by Isipathana College, who kept their heads up high. They know they've been giving too many penalties. One too many penalties. Referee Abekon could have made his way right underneath the post, avoiding a penalty try. But Isipathana, fabulous defensive work.
Yep, I was thinking about that, whether he'll go under the sticks or under the pole there. Nevertheless, Pathana has defended so well. Now they have kicked off. Goal line kicking, but Science still with possession, making an attack, making a game out of it.
Malindu Munasinghe, brilliant run from him. Here's the big prop, Chanaka Indira. Now Tarush Galage carrying it forward for Science College. Good rush by the defensive line and a fabulous jackal as well. Jaffred was the man who was right on top of that ball for Isipathana.
What I like in referee Abekun so far is Sudarshan. He's been quite having a freedom for the jackler, because in the previous games we never saw that. We didn't see the freedom for the jackler. It always was told hands off. But here he's doing a fantastic job on that jackling team, because we require that when you go for international games. Because if you see the club games what we had with the foreign referees, how many times they have stolen and also how many times they have been penalized for not allowing to be stolen.
Yeah, also in the ruck as well, SW. I think use it was a feature with most of the overseas referees, and they had again this time lovely work by the lad from Science. And referee Abekon, like you mentioned, has been consistent with that call, hasn't he? He's given the benefit of the doubt to the jackal as long as they've shown daylight going into the jackal when he has his hands. If the man on the field hasn't released the ball, they have been penalised. And this is very, very good early in the game if you put that marker down, but that is unforgivable by Science College. You just cannot. There was absolutely no hurry for Minula Abedira to, I beg your pardon, Minula Abedira to rush that. He had all the time in the world to try and get that touch right, but he bombed it.
Yeah, that's right. But nevertheless, Science has got the line out. Maybe not the place they wanted, but nevertheless, they have the throw in and the luxury of having the line out. Lost again. But Isipathana lost on the collection, on collecting it. And Science put to the corner with the boot. Good kick, but little too much.
A decent kick though, managing to get the ball to bounce inside the field because he was out of his own 22. This is good from Science because territorially what you need to do with a team like Isipathana is to try and spend as much time as you possibly can in their own half, putting them under pressure. And 15 minutes since Science have conceded those 5 points, they've camped themselves here in the opposition half. Yet again, Isipathana going to their line out. Good collection, slowing it down. In comes Tahir with the hit. All the time in the world for the clearance, no problem at all, but Science wouldn't complain. They will get possession back just around the 30-meter mark.
The only thing that will bite them is that they're not winning their lineouts. The ball is not going to the marked person, and all the lineouts. If you can't win the lineouts, it's going to be a big issue, big problem, because you got to get your restart as well. Well, they got that right after so many dummy runs in the lineout. So that's a mistake by Science, dropping that ball. You cannot drop that ball and then especially against Pathana, you'll pay for it. But nevertheless, Science has done well to recover that. Referee Abekon says the ball went back. Science on the move, Science on the run. They need to recycle, they need to get the yards. High kick straight into the fullback. He's looking for the 50-22, I'm sure, but he opted to run it down the flank.
This is what we will be able to expect from Isipathana College. The big lads are fabulous, brilliant. Some may argue there was a man creating a ruck, but the man who created the ruck was not on his feet. So he has absolutely no place to be in there. Referee Abekon wanted to have a chat with the skipper.
I think beautiful control by the referee on that. Fantastic. All the calls have been clear, very clear, and good calling decision by referee Abekon. It's just a friendly tap with the Isipathana skipper. The too many penalties on that area, on the juggler area, the stealing area. Science finds touch in the corner. They won the last line out with a lot of dummy runs at the number 6 throw. I'm sure they will want the number 4 or number 2 to drive the line out here. They've been pitching in the Isipathana half for some time now, but they're not trouble the scorers. That's the important part.
This time around, no problem with the line out. And, well, that's going to be a penalty. I will be surprised if Snevit Meonaka is not sent to the bin. Absolute deliberate bring down of the maul. Very dangerous for himself as well. Science now, free roll of the dice. Looking to attack the corners. The outside channel is massively open. Referee Shankar Bekun still deciding to go with advantage. Science searching for that reply score for Isipathana's opening try. A little dink. And referee Abekun says he has multiple penalties on offer for Science College. They will opt to take the one right in front of the post and will go for points. It's knockout rugby SW. Points is the name of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. That's right. Points. It's very important because there are no bonus points. So it's who's in front, who is in front of the final whistle that counts to advance into the next round. He's straightforward. Number 10. Well, the flags go up. The kick is good. And we see the little cheer coming from the Science supporters as they do open the scoring. 5 points to 3.
Oshad Kumpanage, the man getting the 3 points, and the referees have called in for a little hydration break. It's hot and humid in the middle here at Royal Complex and SW. Both of us are happy men because the umpires have decided to award the game to Trinity College. Up in the hills, the hill country battle of the Blues, Trinity securing an outright victory after 15 years. The last time they won that was in 2012 under the captaincy of Niroshan Dikwala, and this time Dimanta Mahavitana leading his charges after being 111 for 7 wickets in the first innings. What a comeback they made. Adam Hilmi with a fabulous century in the first innings, paving way for Trinity College for the victory, and it's a great testament to the decision of Sri Lanka cricket to try and support all school big matches to be played for 3 days, which really pushes for a result, isn't it?
The first points on the board for Science, the option of a collapse, a maul or a offside line, as the players have gone for a water break. Quite rightly, the break is needed because it's very humid and we don't want anyone to be dehydrated. As the boys go for their hydration and they come back for the next 20 minutes or so, as Pathana with 2 points in front will have the restart. It's been a very quiet game. Both are testing their defenses, doing their little thing, little too much of a kick by Pathana. That's a very bad mistake by the kicker, as he had the option of coming and having a center scrum. You're giving the opponents the option of attacking on left and right, and splitting that defense, thinking whether you're moving on to left or whether you're moving on to the right.
And of the greatest of restarts from Isipathana that time needed to make sure that they got a good restart, especially after conceding those points. Science, on the other hand, will be happy that they weren't put under pressure after that score. Centre field scrum, they have options on either side. Science, the halfback now gives it to Minula, who has been the preferred kicker for Science College, as it's collected by Jaffer. for Isipathana. Here's Isipathana forwards this time. Sajid Sumri met with a tackle. De Costa to Hakim.
Oh, stolen by Science. How did he get to the ball there? I wonder. But nevertheless, he sniffed it. And here comes the kick into no man's land. A lot of things there. Isipathana on the counter. Oh, that'll be interesting to see how he got that ball off that the ruck or tackle situation, whatever you may call it.
Fabulous collection by Science College of their own kick. Now looking to attack the lads from Mount Lavinia. The big man carrying the ball forward was Tarush Galage. Available at the back for Science. Isipathana looking to jackal that needed to release the ball before they had the right to jackal. Science very happy to carry it close to the fringers. Seems like the ex-police lock Udarasuriya Peruma has drilled in the pick and goes for the lads from Mount Lavinia to perfection. They are attacking the closer fringers very well. Needs to try and stretch the Isipathana defenders. Ruck already formed. No opportunity for Isipathana to try and tackle that. Quick pick and go. Gaining inch by inch are the lads from Mount Lavinia. Oh, back of the hand. Beautiful pass. Finds the intended recipient. As Science inch closer to the red zone from Isipathana. Good rush defensive work and equally well countered, but have lost it forward Isipathana in the process. There was no problem in the rush defend, no that counter, but not managing to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, just that couldn't hold on to the position. Absolutely fantastic. Anticipation was good. He just went in there. He knew the ball was coming to him. It's just that they couldn't put that ball into use by losing position. Interesting. And in the background I can see some lovely basketball. Kids and boys are all ready to play some basketball. Sudarshan and I was here this morning at 7 o'clock playing basketball.
Well, I have the risk of losing SW at half time if you get enticed to go across the field. Massive lover of the game of basketball, SW. As a big tackle comes in from Isipathana College. Science, lovely collection that time by Adisha Pushwala. Now putting ball to boot. Looking to play territorial now, but Science need to be very careful with their kicking because Isipathana is one team that you can't kick idly. They will run from their own goal if they have to. Cannot kick it out on the full outside the 22. But good collection from the Science fullback who returns the favor. But have kicked it out on the full. Has he? No. Ball touched in field. So that's a very good territorial gain for Science College.
Yeah, brilliant kick. It just missed the 50-22. Having said that, Sudarshan, they were doing this pick and go right in front of the post, about 22 meters out from, or 30 meters out from the goal line. I think that's the time you should go to the pocket and try the drop kick and get the 3 points on.
Well, SW, they do not have a Samuel Madhuanta in their ranks, or else it'll be very, very interesting to see how they can try and capitalize that, but Isipathana College showing a newer skill in their ranks. They did that very well last year as well. This time dislodged breaks Shakib Sungri, breaking off from the line out. Referee Shankar Bekon playing advantage in favor of the green machine. Isipathana will hope to try and get to play some rugby outside their own half as referee Bekon penalizes Science for not supporting their body weights and falling over the ruck. So opportunity for Isipathana to try and earn some meters. And Zafred does just that fabulous touch finder.
Absolutely fantastic. Two boys have penalized for diving on top. I wonder whether they saw a little bit of a pool there, the way they were diving on the top. But nevertheless, fantastic kick. Just, I think, about 10 meters away from the goal line. Now, this is going to be dangerous for Science, because that's how Isipathana got the first 5 points on the board. They just drove it. And as I said at that time, it was like a walk in the park. Will they have that walk again? The catch is good. No, they decided on something else. I need to come back to that line out. And after this,
yeah, the peel of the ball didn't manage to get that, but nevertheless, right underneath the post goes Isipathana. I believe it was Rismi Jaffrad, who went right underneath the post. The little man in the number 15 jersey. Yes, it was his touch finder which brought Isipathana just 7 meters outside the try line. It was only right. He got the try credited to his name.
Yeah, I mean, his long boot found that touch, as you see the conversion coming from him, Mayusa, and his nippy feet, the dancing and dazzling feet, just a twist and got over it. I'm sure he might have heard this 1960s music for that beautiful twist and turn to go over the line. Rispi Jaffrad, all 7 points coming from that. Not only that, the boot that took to the corner. Fantastic. The defending champions extend their lead to 12 points to 3. Juggles with the ball, still manages to keep possession. The big boy from Patana. Still outside the 22. That was the call. A little bit of Liverpool skills there. As the ball is put into no man's land, return to sender. They've been kicking up and down, testing each other's defense. Science yet finds it and returns again. The ball is still in play. What will Patana do? He sends it back. Caught by the fullback. I think he'll make the mark. Safety before.
Well, a quick correction. The lad in the number 15 jersey is actually Nimantha Sandeepa. He did look a lot like Nimantha Sandeepa. There is a mistake in the team cards that have been given to us. Hence the confusion. So, our apologies to Nimantha Sandeepa, who is one of those standout players from Isipathana. Fabulous bit of work from the nippy lad who stepped up as a halfback as well last year, and also as a first 5/8. Isipathana yet again setting it up, needs to get the ball out to the corner now. Getting a real move forward. 12 points to 3. Isipathana are looking to really step it up here in this final quarter of the first half. The main pod has broken away. Here's the big man Tahir breaking away, but that time goes and crashes on to one of his own men, has he?
Interesting call on that. I think the Greens were doing a neck roll.
Yeah, it's a penalty against, I believe, Sajid Zumri. Getting a bit of a talking to by his older brother. Never a nice place to be in SW. When you have your older sibling as the skipper and you are found doing something wrong.
Yeah, but I'm sure he might have said that, no, I'll see you in the dressing room. No, I'll see you at home.
Well, what fabulous memories these young lads would make with each other. Siblings playing in the same side, and that too for a team like Isipathana. It's going to be very, very interesting. Science College need to make sure that their line out is functioning, and this time brilliant work from them, managing to get it at number 6. Their exits haven't been fabulous, but have managed to just find a way out. Opportunity now for Isipathana. A big tackle on a rush on Zumri that time. Here's Jaya Singh tucking it forward for Isipathana. Tahir goes behind Damsara. Quick ball to this Di Costa. Passes to no man, and did like Abdulaziz didn't want to collect that ball. Putting ball to boot towards Di Costa. Well, 50-22 is on, but the bounce of the rugby ball was unkind to Isipathana. Now opportunity for Isipathana. Need to use their backs. Zumri to the corner. Boteju still going. Needed support, and this time around Zumri that was Sajid Zumri touches down for the green machine. That's their third try of the game. And Isipathana College slowly but surely running away.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said before, you make a mistake and they will come back at you. And this is exactly what they did. A kick going to no man's land. Conversion to come.
Conversion through 2 out of 3 for Nimanta Sandeepa, who converted his own Amana Bank try. Now Zumri touching down for the third Amana Bank try for Isipathana College. And the referee has called for half-time. Just before the stroke of half-time, Isipathana scoring and going into Lemons with a comfortable lead. Science, though, don't have to be too disheartened, SW, because they have been there and thereabout. It's just that they need to hold on to position a little longer. 19 points to 3 is the halftime confirmation. We'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will have the action of the second half.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
සැරටම එන්ජොයි කරන්න පාටි එකට ගෝ.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari. Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
ඔයාම කැපිලා පෙන්න ඔෆිස් එකට ගෝ.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරිකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom Perfumed Body Spray.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න. ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න. හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
සැරටම එන්ජොයි කරන්න පාටි එකට ගෝ.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari. Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
ඔයාල කැපිලා පේන්න ඔෆිස් එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
Welcome back to the live action from the Royal Complex, and we've had a half filled with intense rugby action here. Isipathana College getting the early advantage and making sure that they are right on that they won last year. First try for them came through a well set up maul, and Kavin Jayasinghe, the man at the back, carrying the ball forward for Isipathana. Beautiful work, and Science straight away replying with 3 points of their own. And yet again, Isipathana threw a fabulous kick from Nimantha Sandeepa. Came to the corner, not securing the ball, but take a look at Sandeep, the man in that 15 jersey, serving his option. Nippy feet, runs to traffic, still finds his way. Beautiful work by Nimantha Sandeep, converts his own. And then came this beautiful work, lovely bit of work from the Isipathana winger. And then came the pick and go from Zumri, Sajid Zumri, that is in the number 5 jersey. Sandeep had no problem. 19 points to 3 is how the first half ended. Plenty to play for in this second half, but some very interesting action happening across Park SW. St. Joseph's taking on Kingswood College, and Kingswood College has come out all guns blazing. 17 points to nil. A surprise scoreline because St. Joseph's on paper were the stronger team, but the lads from Randall's Hill putting their hand up and saying we are no pushovers.
Yeah, good to see them back because once upon a time they were doing quite well, the Kingswood team, and they had a lull and a dull period. And they are this season. It seems to be they're making impact as we see the second half kickoff of the pre-quarter Dialog Schools knockout tournament. Patana finds touch. So it's 19 points to 3. Science, the scoreboard doesn't really actually say what Science did in the first half. It's just that they were attacking and couldn't trouble the scorer. But Isipathana on the other hand took every opportunity and saw that they touched the white line. As we see Science with the first line out, 4-man line out, shortened line out, wins the line out, and then a quick ball into the oncoming rushing forwards. Down the flank, a very good run. Coming out of the open space once again. Not taking the route of the short side near the touchline. Oh, nearly lost that. The big lad making that a move right across.
Offside, penalty advantage.
Referee Shankar penalizing Isipathana for not taking his foot there.
Science taking it quickly now through their number 8 Damit Hettiarachchi, swinging it at wide. The lads from Mount Lavinia just outside the 22 meters. There's one man down for Science with an injury. Is a carry from Adisha Puswala. Malindu Bonusingha carrying it for Science, making it available at the ball. Quick ball available for Science. Yet again going for that pick and goes.
Knees up, knees up, knees up.
Line is W. We discussed about how effective this is going to be because they are not getting too much of headway. And, are they planning to go all 22 meters? Here's the big man Tarusha Galage in the number 2 jersey. Quick ball to Hettiarachchi.
No.
Losing it forward, Science and
advantage.
Big tackle, Zumri now. Equal to the task, Science. Putting ball to boot versus DeCosta, who gets a decent yardage. Referee Abekon will have a word with the assistant referee there. It did look like there was some foul play there.
Red number 13. Red number 13.
A good bit of communication by
Red number 13.
AR and the referee. As you said, Sudarshana,
time back on.
Pick and goes. I think once again, if they can bring it to the pocket, go for the drop goal, they might find a Samuel Madhuwanta in that team. No one knows about it. But if you can get about 3 of those drop kicks over, that will give the defense start thinking whether it's going to be a pick or whether it's going to be a drop. So you split the defense in other words. Because Science lost the ball and they lost, and now they lost the line, the yards too, because Isipathana is doing the throw into the line out.
Reds, number 6.
Near the 50 mark line.
What do you want? Stop.
That line out completely went the other way. I wonder whether there is a breeze down there Because even if you throw it purposely onto that side, you won't get such a curve.
Yeah. Right, okay.
Science.
Time off.
The number 9.
Number nine off.
Substitution coming in for Science. The halfback has been changed. Number 10 has gone as 9. And he prefers to feed the ball in the conventional way.
Fine. Set. Steady.
Science with the feed in will want to make sure that they're the first team to score. Seems like the balls come out from the other end. Never easy feeding as Isipathana puts ball to boot. Goes on to touch it down in goal, but that's a penalty in favor of the lads in green.
Out to Pulang. Ken.
May have been a late tackle. That's the only thing that I could come out with. Ball did go into the in-goal area. A touchdown. Science had the option of a scrum down, but nevertheless, the late charge, although we didn't see it on the screen. Pathana in a very attacking position to increase their tally from 19. Their signature, the driving, the walking. They're walking from Pathana to Havelock Park. They're walking. The walk is so well organized. Even the referee did not see that.
I'm back on.
And the try will be.
Yeah, I'm on the back. Try number 4 for Isipathana College. Easy as you like. And when a team knows to capitalize on their driving maul, it's a very, very difficult one to stop. And it has been a feature of Sanat Marty's teams over the years. It may be a new team for the veteran coach, but the Tiger may change the forest. The spots remain.
Yeah, that's right. It may be a new team, his team that he played many years ago, but nevertheless, the master who kick-started the driving maul and knows it much better. But I think Sudarshan, there's a way of stopping it. I think the most important thing how you stop a maul is that you stop driving the maul. You defend the maul. Driving and defending, holding are two different things. If you come to number 2 jump, you can drive them out because it's closer to the touch line. But if it's a 4, if you noticed, every drive has been a turn of 45 degrees and then you're in trouble.
Well, as a wise man once said, you want to stop a maul, don't let it start contest. Try and put pressure on them, don't let them win the ball. And only some teams really master the art of sacking SW. It's an art that you really need to practice, get your timing right. Don't think Science have managed to do that. Isipathana yet again go up, set it up, take a look at how well composed they are. They know exactly where they're going, changing direction, breaking away. The main pot takes on a lot of the players. But Isipathana is still driving. Here's the big man Zumri carrying it forward for Isipathana. Now making it available at the back, but have lost it forward. That looked like a very dangerous move with Nimanta Sandeep running onto that ball. Luckily for Science College, it's lost forward. And they will have possession.
Yeah, one team that did the slapping very well is the CRNFC club team. They did that slapping so well. You know, the opponents didn't have the answer. And also contesting that ball and winning those crucial lineouts at the time when they were defending their goal line.
Set. Steady.
Dushan Duque has done a good job in that area.
Well, not ideal. Things really not going the way of Science College, kicking the ball out on the full.
24 points to 3.
Here, Reds. Reds, tava Elidian. Reds, gap pe kontra maintain karan.
Another line out closer to
Tava Elidian.
just outside the 22 meter, closer to the goal line. They go at number 6. They prefer to drive from number 6. Very good throw and a catch. As you see, Patana
back, number 5 back.
Taking that route,
advantage,
route,
number 2.
as if a car has been stopped with the
Number 2,
big battery, and then you start pushing to start the car on. And this is exactly what they've been doing.
Yet again, referee sharp playing advantage in favor of Science Isipathana College rather. De Costa show and go, goes to the middle. They know they have a field free roll of the dice. Referee Abekon will go back to the penalty. Isipathana will be very happy to try and put this out
entry
yet again.
I don't see any pressure coming on from the Science forwards on that driving ball. They look very
number 3.
They look very weak.
Red number 3. Red number 3. Red number 3.
The Science need to try and decide whether they are going to put a man up. And you really need to try and put a man up, because if what happens is if you don't put a man up, your opposition is going to have a free throw. With the new law changes, if it's marginally onto their own side and there is no contest, referees will not harp on the not straight ball.
I agree with this, Raza, because if you can't stop the drive, you know, with not contesting, you might as well contest.
More.
See whether because it's the same story, because you can't stop the drive.
Take a look at this yet again. Isipathana setting it up. Now gets their drive forward. Science have no answer. Happily taking a walk are the lads from Isipathana, and they've touched down for yet another Amana Bank try. No problem whatsoever for Isipathana College, who are absolutely running away with this one now. Fabulous bit of work, knew exactly what they were doing, and like you mentioned, SW, once they've collected the ball, set up the ball, there is no hurry. This wait until they set it up, as Tenoldi Costa has been given the responsibility of taking this goal conversion. Sandeepa was the preferred man earlier, but Isipathana deciding that they need to take the chance of rotating the kickers, and the goal conversion through for Isipathana College. Were making very easy work. Tenoldi Costa with the goal conversion.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I think it's time that they actually went into a different phase of not just driving through the mauls, because it's a knockout tournament. Whether you score 70 points or whether you 10 points, you still go to the next round. So they got to try now and see what is the next option of attack. They know that they lost position there. Collected well but lost position. Science College should make use of this.
Mark here.
Because it's a runaway, as you said so far. It's a runaway bride.
Well, for Science, I think their biggest mistake have been not holding on to possession. They have given away possession very, very cheap to their opponents, who are a very dangerous team with ball in hand. Traditionally likes to run, but it's disastrous, isn't it, for Science College. Dropping it cold was the number 22, who's come on to the field in place of their first 5'8", Pahan Nesandu. Dropping it like a wet bar
ඔයාලත්
or
ගහනවා
so.
දෙගොල්ලම ගහ ගන්නවලු ගහ ගන්න එපා රග ගහන්නකෝ දැන් ඉතින් මෙයාලත් කම්ප්ලේන්ට් කරනවා ඔයාලත් කියනවා රග ගහන්න 9 come here coach bind set steady
31.3.
hold it
Papare well secured. There's a little gentle tap to the number 8. You make the break. Good defense.
no hands release
You got numbers in the center.
tackle release
The game
tackle
has
release
changed. Referee Abhigun spots that. There's no way you're going to get that ball there unless you are offside or illegally you have had your hands into the ball. Patana with another kick to the corner, line out. Beautiful kick. Oh, fantastic. We had 2 kicks from this lad just touching that 5 meter, or is it on the 5 meter? Yes, it's on the 5 meter. Now Science need to contest this because even without contesting, they get shoved. So you might as a contest.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to put a man up. They really have to put a man up because
stay on the line
what they're
red
letting
Innova
Isipathana do is to try and focus just on. There you go. The moment they put a man out, yes, they've lost it forward. But the moment you put a man out, you put doubt in the mind of the thrower as well, SW, and conceding is better than conceding a sure try the moment they set it up.
I mean, you can't drive this. We're playing under 19 laws, so it's 1.5 meters you can drive. So the driving question doesn't come in there. It's only to see the number 8 makes a break, combines with 9 onto the 14, right? That kind of combination, they'll start thinking about stopping it.
set keep your bind
Breaking from the back is the skipper Zumri.
release
Sharky as the forwards rally around. Ball moving forward. Referee says no problem. Inches away from the line and he's held up. So Science, this is exactly what they should have done. A couple of line-outs ago. Managing to put pressure in that line out. Not giving an easy ball to Isipathana.
knock on advantage high tackle
There you are. So you have the long arm with you, and you can go to touch. See, the contest of that line out made the difference. And only other factor that is negative was the number 8 picked the ball up, ran right across diagonally like a Pythagoras theorem, but there was no flanker coming across to get him.
Good touch finder from Science College, bringing play on to the opposite half. 53 minutes on our clock. And Isipathana College so far have been the team to make all the plays here in the middle.
number 4 green number 4
Couple of replacements coming in. The day is done for Nevid Meunaka from Science, also for Damsaravitana as well.
number 1
Getting fresh legs
number 9
in.
number 1
The lads are from Havelock Park, the green machine. Two more changes coming in as well. So Metuba Bimset goes to the bench. And Navid Tahir's day is done as well for Isipathana. So Isipathana getting the second string some playing time
back on,
which is going to be important as the season progresses. They know they have this one at the back. Science opting to throw long, goes to the man at the back. Quick pick and go from the forwards. It's good to do that while you have quick ball. Now going to the line, long cut out pass. Here's Miduka.
Release! Release!
Science seems to be banking on a lot on their forwards who are
Second release!
hefty
Second release!
and are very physical with their carries, but they're not
Roll
getting
away.
much headway.
Back,
established, so
last
they
foot, go back.
might want to try and use their forwards in outer channels rather than keeping it close, because Isipathana are currently prepared for them in the closer channels. Ball to boot, interception. Nimanta Sandeep manages to collect it. Brilliant stuff. Here's Di Costa. Lovely offload while going down. Fresh legs, new man in.
Release, no hands! No hands! Penalty advantage.
Referee playing advantage in favor of Isipathana. Big tackle on the flank, but position still with Isipathana. Science
back to the penalty
defensively
advantage.
have really put their hand up, but they haven't been able to try and match up to Isipathana defensively when it comes to the maul, which has been their
Offside.
undoing. The Amana Bank tries have come largely through the mauls that Isipathana have really hurt Science with. Sandeep yet again lining it up, and what a fabulous kick. This lad is going to be one to watch out for. Reminds me of
Green number 11. Green number 11.
Srinath
Number 11, green.
Bandara back in the day when he played for
Change.
the Green Machine.
Change.
A short,
Well done.
nippy stepper, jack of all trades. Sandeep even last year was absolutely fabulous, but this year seems like from that 15
Stay on the line.
jersey he's been given the leash to pull all the strings. SW.
He's found beautiful touch. What will Science do? No contest.
Ball.
Isipathana will walk it through.
No, it's okay.
They're still moving. They have managed to bring it down
Use it.
or stop the maul. Few
Back, last
inches
foot, last
away.
foot. Knees up, knees up.
Halfback is still looking at the 3/4 what they want to do.
Release, release, no hands.
Big carry
No
from
hands.
the Isipathana centre. Now
Roll away.
using the width of the field, the Pathanians.
Advantage.
Keep an eye out on that nippy lad Sandeep, who's looking for the ball. Here's Sandeep back to Di Costa, who tucks it in. Forwards rallying around to do their job. Goes on the short side, stop just outside the line. Science's line defense so far has been very good, SW, if I may, because they have managed to try and keep the Isipathana line in contention.
No, one more shot.
Plenty of on the outside, but they will not deny the Amana Bank try, which comes through Risija Dinusara, the number 6, who touches down for Isipathana's latest Amana Bank try. Risija Dimsara as Di Costa lines up the goal conversion. Well, interestingly enough, SW, despite it being a very humid and sunny hot day, we haven't had any IADX injury times in the game. So the conditioning for both the sides have been fairly decent. It's that time of the year, isn't it? During the day and in these evening hours, hot sun blaring down, but after 6-7 p.m. the slight showers give you some sort of comfort. Science kicking deep and Isipathana, despite the scoreline, wanted to make sure that they follow their memo and exiting from their red zone.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm so excited when you mentioned the word IADX, because IADX was used the time that I was playing. So imagine how old and tested that they were relief to the players. Free kick to the Greens. 36-3.
Ball away.
Short side, beautiful hands, crowding that. Once you crowd that area there, because you crowd the defense too and send it to confusion which one is going through the small little gaps, as you see Patana driving into the opponent's tackle situations.
Now Isipathana spreading it wide. Zumri
back.
Needed to have the man running on to the gap. Decided to take it himself. He is
tackle, release.
Beg your pardon, Dinusara.
No hands. No hands.
Got to really admire the formations of Isipathana College, who are looking at
no clear release.
using the entire width of the field. Look at how they form on the screen. In
tackle, release.
Not the ball. They're not
no.
this
Back.
space around the fringes, but using the width of the field, which stretches the defensive aspect, only committing the numbers that you need.
Penalty advantage.
Dimsara goes to ground.
Back.
Yet again, using the forwards, Isipathana.
Another penalty advantage.
Use of the winger.
Release.
Just stopped short of the line.
Back.
The big man coming off the bench, carrying it for Isipathana College. Dimsara now to the new man in Senadirage in the number 23 jersey. Is the man touching down for the Amana Bank try for Isipathana College, which brings them seventh Amana Bank try for Isipathana College, as Nimanta Sandeep, I believe, is lining up the goal conversion. Sandeep's kick had the distance and not the direction. Can't really fault the lad. SW has been absolutely fabulous, and we need to try and discuss about the Swiss Tech player of the match. I know it's a little early.
Time off.
But it's only one team you can see from here on going on to get the big W.
That's right.
for Isipathana College. I thought their skipper Zumri was very good. So was Sergeant Zumri in the number 5 jersey as well. Metupa Bimsat, during his stay, the halfback managed to get very good quick ball. Rishi Dimsar in the number 6 jersey was fabulous as well, but it's a little difficult to try and look further than that lad in the number 15 jersey.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just thinking whether you can play the Swiss Tech player into and add a S there and say players, because everyone has put their hand up and performed. But you're right, the number 15s, that class of kicking and the try has been absolutely fantastic.
As we talk about him, show and go from Sandeep. Has the good time to get his shoelaces tied as well. While the play goes on, Sandeep.
Number 8.
So I think one of the earliest declarations of Swiss Tech player of the match, Nimanta Sandeep in the 15 jersey for Isipathana College, will be he's adjudicated as a Swiss Tech player of the match, who is absolutely fabulous, as times being called on the skipper. It's done enough. He's been called to the bench.
9 Isipathana
College had a convincing win against the Thursdaynites in the traditional Lavinia trophy, which was played prior to the official start of the season. Science looking for options, trying to do just enough to make sure that they get on the scoreboard. They are guilty of being a little too lackadaisical and also trying to do a little too much in the amber and red zones. SW, they didn't play the territorial rugby right. And just like that, when they have a man carrying the ball, he has been isolated, which has paved way for Isipathana to pounce on that ball. 41 points to 3. Isipathana really bossing this game, except for those 5 to 10 minutes after Isipathana's first goal, that Science managed to camp up in their own half.
Yeah, at the moment, they're just, I think, running down the clock, both teams.
Tackle release.
Playing to testing their strength and the opponent's weakness, as Science are recycling their possession but not making any headway. So the fly half decides to go aerial and may have overcooked it and put into full touch. A referee Shankar is looking at the watch. And the news that we have from Havelock Park is that St. Joseph has scored. So the scores will go in as 17 points to 7. Kingswood in the lead.
Get back.
Yeah, update coming in. St. Joseph's have just managed to get another score as well. So things are really heating up at Havelock Park.
Get back.
12 points to 17 with the conversion to come.
Ball. Once. Use it.
Beautiful move by the threes. Right into the winger. Finds space, finds the... Just tackled, taken off. The last minute, here comes the recycle. They will push it through. The forwards, another pod going on to the side, village side. Another pod from them. Now they come on the open. Will they swing it around? No.
Release it. No hands. Release.
Isipathana now just waiting for closure and the finish of the game.
Tacker, roll away first. Roll away.
Losing that forward. Referee
Number
Shankar
two,
taking a
red
look
number
at the
two.
watch.
Red number 2.
On our clock, there are 2 minutes to go. This come on to the field. Seems to have a hit on his hip.
It's not been a very entertaining, exciting game this evening, but nevertheless, it's just that
1.5 more.
Patana have taken total control, especially through their line-out drives. And of course, that man, Swiss Tech player, finding that touch, the most important, making the yards. And whereas where Patana is concerned, they just want to be in front so that they can just get into the quarterfinals. As this is a pre-quarterfinal of the Dialog Schools knockout, we see a break from the Maroon boys from Mount Lavinia, Science College. Onto the outside, numbers they have.
Back, play on.
The defense has come pretty well in the corner. Fiabekun calls, stops it very early because there was an injury to the boy.
Number 15 shoulder
But he was up.
Number 15 captain number 15 player lift kara aage land ne shoulder එක yellow card.
The first yellow card of the game for a spear tackle, that's what we used to call it.
Time back on.
Well, that's a tech player of the match. Seems to have been doing everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Good choice. Let's see what Science will do. Maybe the last line out before the referee calls the game off at the end of full time.
Last play. Last play.
Will Science.
Last play.
Will Science drive through.
Ball.
There comes the Science drive. There comes it.
Advantage.
Oh yes, coming on the side. That's right. Good call by referee Shankar. Sri Lanka's number 1 has had a very good game so far.
Science College looking for their consolation try.
Green number 15.
They really need to get
Green number 15.
which will
Collapse.
give them
16,
a lot
16,
of confidence.
Sorry, 16. Wait. Time back on. Number 16.
Very, very important. Science goes home.
Here, green.
At least one try to that. 41 points to 3. Game at Havelock Park is a hotly contested affair. 17-12.
And Kinsu
Ball is available
with 13.
Isipathana guilty of guilty of being in an offside position.
Time off.
Man down, IDX injury time. As the lad from Isipathana needs some tending to.
Number 18, throw the ball.
Bahasara Balpit, I believe, the man in the number 18 jersey.
Number 18
seems to be his shoulder. Nothing, a bit of IDX Spray can't help. Oh, that's the first Amana Bank try coming for Science College. Demit Silva touches down for Science. Consolation try. Isipathana will not be happy. They would have wanted to make sure to not let anybody cross their line today, but can't blame the lads who've fought dutifully as we see Pahan Nesandu lining up the goal conversion.
Take it. No, match over.
Well, the goal conversion is not successful, and referee Shankar Bibkon blows the long whistle as the game comes to an end. 41 points to 8 in favor of Isipathana College, who did send out a warning to everybody watching. If you expected us to be running around, we have a set of forwards who can really hurt you when it matters.
Yeah, not only that, the $1 million question is going to be who will Isipathana meet in the quarters, because at the moment it is Kingswood 17, St. Joseph 12, and Kingswood, as we said before, they are down to 13 men. At the Royal Complex, it's Isipathana 41, Science 8. They had a consolation try scored at the last minute, and one of the players and asked the referee how many more minutes to go, because I think they got it all into that after they scoring that try. But nevertheless, it's 41-8. So Isipathana will march into the quarterfinals, and they will meet the winners of Kingswood and St. Joseph's, and they are playing that game at Havelock Park. And later on, Zaira will take on DS Serenaka at CRNFC under lights.
Key stats of the day: Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts pre-quart final between Isipathana College, the defending champions, and Science College. Isipathana running 7 Amana Bank tries, getting 3 goal conversions, and our Swiss Tech player of the match, Nimanta Sandeepa. Science College got 1 Amana Bank try and a penalty to their tally, collecting those 8 points, but Isipathana too hot for the lads from Mount Lavinia. The green machine is rolling early in the season and will be an interesting one and we will have to wait and see who they will meet in the quarterfinal, like SW mentioned. Well, with that we come to the end of the broadcast. But before we go away, let's take a look at the upcoming fixtures, because Schools Rugby Knockout quarterfinals are not done. DS Senanayaka College taking on Zahira College later today, live from CRNFC grounds, coming to you live at 6:45 p.m. So if you're going to grab something, I suggest you hurry. And St. Thomas's will take on Sri Sumangala College tomorrow at Havelock Park, with Royal College taking on the Antonians, who are going to make a very dull trip down to Colombo, having lost the big match outright to Trinity College. Will be played at 6:45 p.m. at CRNFC as well. So going to be 2 very interesting days of rugby remaining. And that brings us to the end of the broadcast from Royal Complex. From myself, Sudarshan Paris, SW Chang, and the Papare.com production and the technical crew, it's goodbye from Royal Complex.
I'ma refresh when the train gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima කොතුමි ෆන් තමයි.
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima කොතුමි ෆන් තමයි.
LG Dual Cool Inverter බායුසමන යන්ත්‍ර 70ක් දක්වා විදුලි ඉතිරි කරමින් රුපියල් 2,19,990ක් වැනි අදහාගත නොහැකි තීමනාවකට අභාන්සුවටම පමණයි.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ යාන්ත්‍රික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ද Papare සමග.
Welcome back to the Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on the Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. වත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම එබි ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ යාන්ත්‍රික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ද Papare සමග.
Welcome back to the Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from the Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.